Hey guys, it's me, Halloween Dan, and today I'm talking about something I have created for Halloween. It's very spooky, it's very cool, I'm very happy with how it's turned out, but the caveat is, the thing I've created is not for me. No, it's for someone else. And if you've been with this channel for any length of time, you may have seen something similar to this that I've done before, which we'll get into in a minute. But I just thought, I want to show you guys this thing that I've done. I'm quite proud of it. I think it's turned out pretty good. And I hope that some of you guys agree. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So if you've been with my channel for any length of time, you'll know that roughly about 7 months ago, I created a very basic, very short animation for my personal haunt, Medway Manor. I, like many people out there, am a bit of a magpie when it comes to Halloween props. If you don't understand that, I'll explain. Magpies are birds that kind of nick and steal shiny objects, things they don't really need, they just kind of want them. And that's exactly how I am when it comes to Halloween props and animatronics. I don't really need them, I just really like them and want them, regardless of whether they make sense to the overall theme of my haunt. So that's just how I am and have been for many years. And then I started to see lots of people doing haunts that had a backstory that made sense of their overall arcing themes. There was a reason why all the props were what they were, because they made sense to this central story. And I kind of wanted to do the same thing for my haunt, except all my props were so different from one another and didn't really make sense to each other, that I just had to kind of create this short animation that gave them this overall arc of they are part of Medway Manor, the haunted manor of Medway Manor. And that's basically what I did. The animation was very short, very basic, and I didn't think anything of it. I showed you guys on YouTube, lots of you were very nice about it, and I thought, well, yeah, that's great. At least some people appreciate it. At least it's not going to be a complete pointless thing to have done. But I am no animator, and I am no artist really either. I just kind of wanted to create something that made sense of my haunt. But soon after putting that out on YouTube, I was contacted by David at Haunt at the Roxbury, who asked me if I could create a short animation for their backstory. Now, if you don't know Haunt at the Roxbury, go and check out their channel. They are awesome, awesome people with an amazing haunt. They do amazing stuff for Halloween, Halloween content all year round. I'll leave the details in the description where you can go to follow them. Please, please do. Awesome, awesome people. And they contacted me, said, can you create a similar animation for our haunt? We've created this backstory. And I was kind of like, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if I can. I was kind of worried about how well it would turn out doing it for someone else. But they sent me their story anyway, and it was such a good story, I thought, I've got to give this a shout. I've got to give this a go. And I did. I created the animation for them. I put it out on the channel too. They were very happy with it, and amazingly, they used it in their haunt. So people who went to their haunt actually saw it before they went into the haunt as sort of a backstory to their haunt, which I was absolutely blown away by. Still am to this day, absolutely blown away that my animation was used in one of these more professional haunts. Jump ahead 6 months, and I'm sitting minding my own business, and I'm contacted by yet another US haunter asking to do a similar thing. And so I have. I have created yet another animation for another US haunter, and I'm quite pleased with it. I'll show you it in a minute, but first of all, let me explain. So I was contacted by Tricia, who also goes by the YouTube channel Haunting with Tricia, who has her own haunt named Toker Manor. Funnily enough, I'd followed Haunting with Tricia on her Instagram page for quite some time, because she does something in her haunt that I am absolutely amazed by and think is the most awesome thing ever, which is she does one of those mapping projection haunts, as well as having all those traditional haunt elements in the form of animatronics and props and all these other things too. But the projection part of the haunt is something that boggles my mind. I don't know how people have got the time and the patience and also the ability to create these awesome projections on their house using, you know, all that. I am not technologically savvy, and it would take me probably about 12 years to figure out how to do it on anything, to be quite honest with you. So to see someone who does it in real life every single year, absolutely mind-blowing. And the projection she puts out is astounding. But alongside that, as I said, she's got all those traditional props too. She's got an awesome prop collection, loads of animatronics, loads of cool props. And she contacted me saying, look, I've got all this cool stuff, I've got this projection show, but I've got no overall story linking them together. I saw what you did for Haunt at the Roxbury. I know you did one for yourself. Would you be prepared to do one for my haunt? Again, I was a little bit daunted by it. Like I say, I am no animator. I just did these things because I thought it made sense for my haunt, and David was kind enough to think it would work for him too. But Tricia said she was really, really impressed by what I'd created in the past and wanted me to try and attempt to do something similar for her. She went away, she created this awesome story to link everything together that made sense of her haunt, Toker Manor, and then I tried to adapt that into an animation. It took a little bit of time. I was ill right in the middle of it as well, which didn't help. But I think I finally got there, and I created something that I am actually quite proud of. I think it turned out really good. And Tricia's seen it, she really likes it. If you do follow Haunting with Tricia, you might have seen she started releasing little sneak peeks of it here and there. But she has given me permission to show off the whole thing, something that I'm really, really excited to do. I hope you guys like it, I really, really do. And so, without any further ado, here it is.
Deep in the heart of the nearby woods, nestled in a clearing, lies Toker Manor. The manor has a long and sordid history. Legend has it that once Toker Manor was a grand estate, owned by the wealthy Barnabas Toker. But one dark Halloween night, a group of witches snuck into the manor and cursed it, causing it to be forever shrouded by a thick fog. People in the town whispered of strange lights in the windows at night, illuminating the grounds with an eerie glow. Now the manor is home to all sorts of terrifying creatures. Witches cackle as they brew their potions, while zombies aimlessly roam the halls. The most disturbing sight is that of the deranged nanny who watches over the zombie babies whilst cackling maniacally. It's said she broke her neck whilst tending to the infants. Just down the road from the manor is a medical asylum run by a mad doctor and his nurse. Patients who check in never check out, as it is said the doctor is conducting unspeakable experiments upon them. The cemetery surrounding the manor is like no other. Skeletons rise from their graves. Cursed spirits linger. And werewolves howl at the moon. The pumpkin patch is haunted by a dreadful and vengeful spirit. Now each Halloween the strange lights still flicker, and the creatures that inhabit the grounds come out to terrorize once again. Those who dare to venture too close risk becoming ensnared in the fog that surrounds the manor, forever lost in its shadows. Are you brave enough to enter Toker Manor? Be warned, you may never leave.
So that was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you think it was good. I had a lot of fun creating it, to be honest with you. I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to do. When she first sent me the script, when she first told me the story, I really was worried how I was going to bring these elements together or how I was even going to animate half of this stuff. But bit by bit, I started to have all these fun little ideas that I thought that would be fun. If I can get that to work, if I can do this, if I can do that, it might look really cool. And most of it, I think, turned out pretty good. There are elements I think I might have changed a little tiny bit, but most of it I'm quite pleased with. I am pleased with the overall look of it. And I know Tricia really liked it too, which is the main thing. It's for her and her haunt after all. If you don't follow Haunting with Tricia or on any of the platforms, go and follow them. I'll leave the details in the description below, just like I did with Haunt at the Roxbury. Please go follow these awesome, awesome people and their awesome, awesome haunts. They are so, so cool. I love everything about them. And I am once again absolutely astounded that something I've created is going to feature in one of these amazing US haunts. It's an absolute dream for me. I've said it before. I just think you guys in America, you do Halloween how it should be. There is no doubt in my mind that if I ever got the opportunity to go to America at any point in the future, I would go at Halloween and just experience it. I don't think I'd even have to go to anywhere that fancy, just somewhere that did Halloween. I'd love to go to Salem, I think, actually, thinking about it. But anywhere, really, that just did Halloween, I'd love to experience a US Halloween, because I just think it's the most authentic version of what Halloween really is. And seeing people do these kinds of haunts is mind-blowing to me, because you just don't see this kind of thing in the UK. People just don't go quite this big, and it's epic, and I love it. And to think that now I'm going to be a part of 2 US haunts in some way, shape or form, it just absolutely blows my mind. It really, really does. I just wanted to add one other quick thing that I forgot to say when I was filming the video. I just wanted to really thank Tricia. She was so cool about the whole process. She was really relaxed and allowed me the freedom to sort of experiment and try a few things. And when I showed it her, she was so thankful for it and really, really happy with the outcome and how it turned out, and was really praised me highly. And I thought, oh, that's lovely. That it's nice to get that kind of praise from anybody. So especially when the person you've created for appreciates it and likes it, there's no nicer feeling than that. Then in way of just to say thank you, she sent me a very much appreciated Amazon gift card. So thank you, Tricia. I've told her several times, it's absolutely blown me away, the generosity that you've shown me and the kind words that you've said about me and stuff. And I thank you massively for it. And like I said, I'm so pleased that you just liked the video. That was the main thing. Now back into the main video again. So with all that being said, I hope you liked the animation that I did. And please go follow Haunting with Tricia, Toker Manor. It's definitely worth looking into. And with all that said, I will see you in the next one, guys. Keep it spooky. Bye.